Greetings everyone, welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and we're back in the car because we're going back on tour, and this one's an interesting one. We're on vacation in Fort McMurray in Alberta, visiting my brother-in-law Jim and his two kids, which are asleep. And what we're doing is we're going to check out the Alley. So I was asking around, where's an arcade around here? What do the kids do for fun, or adults? And there are a few places, but the Alley was the one that everyone's saying should go to. It's brand new. They have new machines, a lot of money invested in there. It's very clean. It's very updated. So we're going to spend the morning, afternoon there and check it out and see what it's like here. With the photos, I'm not sure if they have any pinball machines or any retro games, but definitely they have Redemption and the newer ones. But we're going to check the Alley out and see what it's about. Let's see what's going on in Fort Mac. And I know the girls are excited. Girls, are you excited to play the arcades?
Yay!
Okay, and the little one's asleep. So we're going to wake her up. We're going to wake her up and we're going to check out the Alley and let's see what it's about. All right, so we just arrived at the Alley, which is a bowling alley and arcade. Again, there's definitely food as well, and for sporting events. Also, I've even seen, food in like a Starbucks or whatnot. So we're coming in here, and obviously it's a lot of it's Redemption, similar to a lot of the new entertainment centers. So here's where you'd pick up all the your prizes, which we're going to just show in a second, which range from electronics to candy and everything else. So, and then here's the actual bowling alley. This is a very new establishment. I just spoke to Mo, who's one of the owners, who's amazing, and he was telling us about what was going on and how it was built. So obviously with the seating, it's a really classy place, really, really nice. We're going to play bowling in a moment. As you can see, it has couches and whatnot, not conventionally just those old plastic seats when we were kids. Everything's touchscreen. There's both 10-pin and 5-pin. Everything's, flat screen and whatnot. So it looks really, really nice. They have glow in the dark, and they also have, really big TVs. So you can watch the game and you can bowl at the same time, which is really, really neat. So it's big on, if you ever want to watch a big fight and whatever, it's really big here. Let's go down to the arcade portion of it. Yeah, I was really surprised because this is something you'd see maybe in a more major city. Fort Mac's is smaller. There's 100,000 people, but still, there's Starbucks in the concession, and here's the arcade portion of it. So again, obviously, it's meant for a younger demographic, and with some older individuals and parents that are used to the arcade stuff. So again, here's a lot of the candy and more of the toys and Redemption type stuff, which is very common in a lot of the new arcades. And then behind us here, so again, a lot of it's Redemption based, so you can get tickets. This is a cool game. I played this before. Really neat. Time zone. There's my brother-in-law, wife, and the kids, and why we came to Fort Mac. They're having a blast. This is a cool game because it's a shooter, but it's with real water. So real water will actually hit the screen, which is bizarre to me because how does it activate? I don't know. Let's keep going here. Move last wheel. Ski ball is always fun, and they're doing a great job wiping down the machines and everything. Now keep in mind, we're in the first week of August. This is 2021, and Alberta as a province has stopped the masks and COVID restrictions. So I'm not wearing a mask and no one else is, because in Alberta you don't need to. Where I'm in Ontario, like in Toronto, that now they're even in the fourth wave now, and then you have to wear everything, which is it's crazy. One province doesn't give as big as a deal to it where the others do. But anyway, so here's a linked 4-player Mario Kart, which is super popular. These are great games. Behind me, oh, I forgot to do this, is the Halo Environmental. That's the 2-player one. This is the Raw Thrills Jurassic Park arcade. Super fun as well. We keep going. Space Invaders Frenzy, a little throwback to the classics, like with the retro that we're used to. Hollywood. So a lot of the new games are more interactive. Tomb Raider, this one's a newer one, similar to Rambo and that, so that looks really good. This is actually kind of cool. You would throw these ping pong balls and then it hits like whatever's lit and you then get points. The ever so popular basketball shooting game, which is Toronto Raptors based team, a little throwback to being home. Really, really cool. Everything works great. Yeah, there's more coming as well. So it's Connect 4, but with basketball, which is neat. I've never seen that before. Tower of Tickets, similar to what we've seen before. Quick Drop, again, Redemption, more interactive. Air hockey, always popular. This is the only game that's down. It's being fixed, Mo was saying, in the next few days, because a lot of it's hydraulic based and then fan based. Something went wrong, but that's going to be fixed anytime. What else do we have? And again, we have just some, other. Oh, yeah, let's go to this one. Oh, I remember this one. See, it's cool because these new ones have like lighting and everything else. We're used to this one at the carnivals and whatnot. And then this DC, it's a push game, and you also get cards as well. And then, of course, a sit-down bar and a nice restaurant. This is a really classy place. Like I said, not to say, oh, I forgot this. Big Buck HD Wild is another one as well. It's actually a pretty good arcade for a bowling alley. There's a lot here. Now, I'm going to, let me see if I missed anything. No, I think I got everything. Now, I did speak to Mo, who's, again, one of we'll say, managers, and he was really, really cool. He was telling me, I'm just going to see the family here. He was telling me that he did want to get a pinball machine, a few of them, when he was opening up, and he was going to get 2 of them and actually put them right here. Problem was that when he was looking at what's better for investment, right? Because they want to make money in tickets. The 2 that he had, which was, there are 2 new Sterns. He couldn't remember, but they're definitely from Stern. He was kind of waiting with all the other managers to see if it was worth it, or maybe invest in something else. And they said by the time they made their decision, they already sold out. So pinball is in the scope of things. He is thinking of getting it. He's actually waiting for the prices to go down a bit, maybe after this big rush because of the COVID. And maybe, so pinball might be coming, he said. No promises, but he's looking into it for sure. And also he was thinking when things settle down also is maybe get a few retro games. He spoke about maybe a Mortal Kombat, maybe something not as violent, maybe a Street Fighter, or something a little more nostalgic. So then when the parents come, like people our age, with kids and whatnot, then they can say, hey, this is what I had as well. And again, they don't take up too much room. So pinball is a maybe, and he's looking into it. And also maybe a few retro, just to kind of be the spot to say, okay, this is where maybe there's a little more than just redemption games. So if you guys are ever in northern Alberta, again, we're in the city of Fort McMurray, very big oil town, and we went to the sands and we saw all that. It was really neat. And we went to the refineries and whatnot, and that type of process. But hey, kiddo, are you having fun? Yeah. Cool. So that's my wife's niece. We've had a great time with him here. But yeah, if you guys are ever around, want to go bowling, it's a classy place. You can watch the fight, you can watch the game. Of course, go bowling, play arcades. The staff is amazing already, super welcoming. And again, everyone, just adults having, just a beer or whatever and just some lunch. It's a really nice place. If you ever have a chance to check it out, check out the Alley, and again, Fort Mac. All the address and the description will have all the information. There's another 2 arcades as well, which I'll have in the description, which are not as big and more geared towards young kids. And we just didn't have the time, and plus it was again more like, you know, the riding little horses and things like that, and not as big. But again, great staff, clean, very clean, welcoming, everything's new, high tech, big money invested, and it shows. Everything looks amazing. And it's been a pleasure, guys. If you haven't had a chance, hit the subscribe button. I have more coming out. And also, again, I'm going to keep doing more on the road videos and on tour videos as much as I can now that COVID hopefully is a little behind us. And we'll see what happens with new games coming out as well. Maybe I can pick one up by the end of the year. It's been a pleasure, and thanks for checking out Top Tier. Peace. All right, so we've just left the Alley, and we're on our way back home. And a few things I wanted to let you guys know that we missed in the tour is, the cool thing is they actually have laser tag now, or, you know, like a laser quest or a laser tag. Now that's a really big thing, you know, for young kids, you know, and adults as well. But the cool thing is, first of all, the staff is amazing. It's clean, it accommodates kids. The kids were loving it. It was great. But the cool thing they told us about is next week, so by the time this video posts, they're upgrading their laser tag to an adult version, and it's going to be adults only when you book it off, and it's going to be a Call of Duty adult. And what they do is they've gotten, what was it, Jim? They got military grade real guns, right?
They're military training rifles, like actual training rifles.
The weight is legit. It is a real rifle, right? And they put like an orange thing on the tip or on the barrel. And what happens is it's Call of Duty based. It's heavy, real, because there's a lot of hunting in North Alberta, and a lot of it's a real like training gun. So people that have, what did they, scopes, and the accessories,
scopes,
right?
Red dots, any rifle accessory
fits. So you can bring your actual real gun equipment and play with it, and then it actually shocks you. So around your belt, it actually will zap you, and that's why it's adults only. And it's for adults, and then, you know, later on the kids will have theirs, which is just the buzzing and the rumble thing. So it's going to be live. If you go on their website, which is in the description below, if you're a big fan of Call of Duty, and also again laser tag with real, you know, guns, heavy and everything, we played it. It's a great feature. I was gonna film it because, again, great service. One of the managers showed us, but he was getting so busy in there that we didn't have the time, and I didn't want to film something that hasn't launched yet. So they said, and that's why I want to display it. Go to the website, which is in the description. It's awesome. We had a great time. Kids, did you have a fun time? One's asleep. Perfect. Normally they would be screaming, but yeah, I know that it's we were in there for a few hours, and it's a great time. If you have a chance in Fort Mac to visit, again, it's called the Alley. Great place to just hang out, have a beer, watch the game, watch the big fight, dinner, lunch, whatever is there. And they treated us really well. And again, being from an outsider in the, you know, town, they really with open arms welcomed us. So subscribe if you had a chance. Any questions, let me know in the description. Anything you need, I'll let you know. And it's been a pleasure. Thanks again for checking out Top Tier. Peace. So we're just about to board our flight. We're in the Calgary Airport, and they have an arcade that's called Flippers. Actually a very interesting game. They have, you can barely see the Ripley's Believe It or Not, AC/DC, and Indiana Jones, the newer Stern version, Crazy Taxi, looks to be a conversion in there, and some kiddie rides. So you know what? You know what's better than Toronto? We don't have anything. So if you're ever in the Calgary Airport, there's you know, not bad for a few pins, but because of COVID, they've been closed. Anyways, all right, we have to go catch our flight. Peace.